Hi, and welcome to Credit Home Watch Edition QRS Reporting App tutorial video on how to submit a report at a later time. You're going to find that in some cases you're going to arrive at a client's property and you're going to have maybe one bar or no bars of data signal on your cellular phone. And in that case, and there's no Wi-Fi, then if you want, you can actually save the report and submit it at a later time. And that means that once you get connected to Wi-Fi or to a good data signal, then you can submit the report later. So this is common. It happens. You get into cement buildings and buildings where there's low, or you're out the outskirts of town where there's limited cellular signal, and you want to do the report, but it might get stuck if you start submitting it with the conditions being low data signal. So in order to set this up, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is open the QRS Reporting App, go to the settings, and you're going to scroll down and you're going to see always submit on completion, and that'll be checked, which means anytime you submit a report, it's automatically going to get sent. When this is disabled, always ask if completed report should be sent right away or manually later. So all we're going to do is uncheck that box, and then we just go back to our home page. We scan a QR code, and now we're going to complete a report. This time I'm going to choose one of my permatasks. I'm just going to choose a non-routine visit. We'll say the neighbor called, said they saw some damage they wanted us to check out. So we select non-routine visit. And again, it's an instruction. It's not a question. There's only one in there. Please explain in details the details of this visit to the property. So I select edit because it's asking me for a comment. And I'll say everything checked out okay. And oops, everything checked out okay. And I'm not going to add any photos because there was no issues. And so now all I need to do is go to report details, and I select I'm done, and I can enter that note because remember, I have it set up so that when I submit the report from the site, it goes directly to the client's property. And I'll just put in here all good. Done. And now it says now or later. Do you want to submit your report now or later? If I choose now, it means that I have a good data signal and I'm good. But if I submit later, it puts the reports in unsubmitted reports. What it did though is it actually recorded the time that I selected submit later. So that time will show up on the report, not this time that when you submit it later on. It could be an hour, 2 hours, could be the next day. It'll always record the time the minute you touch the button to say submit later. Then once I get to a good Wi-Fi signal, all I need to do then is open up unsubmitted reports. Here's my report that I said let's submit later. I'm connected to Wi-Fi. I open the report, go to report details, and submit, and that's it. My report is submitted. So that's how you set it up so that you have a choice of whether to submit the report now or later and come back. And that means that the report's completed. It just means that you want to submit it later when you have a good Wi-Fi or data signal. And in most cases, if you have multiple photos, it's better to wait until you get connected to a good strong Wi-Fi. So I hope this video tutorial was helpful. Thank you for choosing Credit. Look forward to speaking with you in future tutorial videos.